Anxiety and anger, often perceived as distinct emotional responses, are intricately linked within the human psyche. This connection can create a complex web in our emotional landscape, where the trigger of one can spark the onset of the other. Understanding this relationship is crucial for managing these emotions effectively. At the core, both emotions stem from our human need to protect ourselves. Anxiety often serves as a warning system, signaling potential threats, while anger can emerge as a response to these perceived threats, acting as a defensive mechanism. Together, they form a feedback loop that can be challenging to interrupt without the right strategies. In this exploration, we delve into the bidirectional relationship between anxiety and anger, examining how they influence each other and the impact they have on our bodies and minds. We aim to provide a comprehensive look at these emotions, not just as symptoms, but as signals that can guide us toward better mental health and well-being. Anxiety and anger are deeply intertwined within our psychological processes. When we experience anxiety, our mind is often consumed with worry about what might go wrong, creating a fertile ground for frustration and anger when things do not meet our expectations. This can turn into a vicious cycle, where anxiety leads to anger and anger fuels further anxiety. Conversely, anger can initiate feelings of anxiety. For instance, after an outburst, one might worry about the consequences of their actions or the potential damage to relationships, which in turn can trigger anxiety. This reveals the bidirectional nature of these emotions, where each can be both the cause and the result of the other. Understanding this cycle is the first step towards managing these emotions. By recognizing the triggers and signs early, individuals can intervene before the emotions escalate. This awareness is critical in breaking the cycle and fostering emotional resilience. Anxiety and anger do not only affect our mental state, they have significant physiological impacts as well. When these emotions are triggered, our body's fight or flight response is activated, releasing a flood of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This can lead to a range of physical symptoms, from an increased heart rate to digestive issues. Over time, if anxiety and anger are not adequately managed, this constant state of heightened alert can strain the body. Chronic stress can lead to more severe health issues, such as hypertension, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. It becomes not only a matter of mental health, but of physical health preservation. The good news is that understanding these physiological responses can empower us to take concrete steps towards managing our emotions. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and physical exercise can help mitigate the physical symptoms associated with anxiety and anger, promoting a healthier body and mind. Identifying common triggers for anxiety and anger is pivotal in managing these emotions. Anxiety can often be triggered by a fear of the future or by encountering situations where the outcome is uncertain. Anger, on the other hand, frequently arises from feelings of injustice or frustration when things are not going according to plan. Personal relationships, workplace dynamics, and even daily inconveniences can serve as catalysts for these emotions. For example, getting stuck in traffic might trigger anger, which could escalate into anxiety about being late and the repercussions it may have. Such scenarios highlight how seemingly trivial situations can trigger significant emotional responses. Awareness of these triggers allows individuals to develop coping mechanisms that prevent the escalation of these emotions. Whether it's through communication strategies, time management, or setting realistic expectations, managing these triggers can lead to more stable emotional responses and fewer episodes of anxiety and anger.